An update. I don't know, it's been about a week or so since I covered this thing. This thing has held price. Right where we put this line at, it has held it. Actually, the thing should be right about there, roughly. Right about there. Um, you can see the breakout of this resistance right here. I'm a believer in this project, okay? I think this is going to be one of them ones in the end that people are really going to regret dumping. This thing ran up to an all-time high of $4.55. And if this ends up turning around, a bull market price for this thing, would be up. It's giving it a target up around $10 for a bull market price. All right, and this thing works. This isn't just bullshit. Sorry to cuss there, but it's not. All right, and right over here, Ethereum. In 2017, it had the high right here. All right, the way you get a target for that. Go from there. Look what Ethereum did. Boom, right through it. 2017 high. There was the target. It hit it, and then it came back down. So it works, all right? It's not just like I'm pulling stuff out of thin air, but Algorand has to have a turnaround here, all right? It needs good news. It needs taken off that SEC list. Hopefully they can fight this and beat it. But the charts are the charts. Boy, look at all this dumping down here. Then you have some buying volume coming in here. Not just me, you can see they're going to do what they're going to do. These things bounce. They just don't go straight down or straight up. They have rallies and they bounce and they move. The monthly RSI is at the bottom on this thing. It's bullish, a 6.14 and a 3.42. All right, so it's heading up. Extremely oversold. It's at a 33 on the RSI on the bottom. All right, the weekly RSI is at the top here, but down here at the bottom it's at a 34. All right, so obviously didn't have much of a pump at all on that weekly. The daily is at the bottom, ready to go. All right, and if you look at this thing, it looks like a wave 1, 2, possibly 12-hour on the floor right down here, way oversold, ready to go. 8-hour down at the bottom, ready to go. The 4-hour up at the top. That's why I say this thing, it could pull down right to that, right about 9 cents, okay, before this thing really has a run here. All right, but that daily, everything is pointing towards a run here for this thing. All right, you had the breakout of that resistance right there, okay. It hasn't broken out of it. So the whole way since back, this is February 7th, that's been resistance ever since. It's finally broke out of it. All right, so we'll see what happens here. If this ends up being a 1-2, to invalidate this, it would have to go lower than 0.0874. But it looks like a 5-wave up, and a target for that thing, put a trend-based fib on it. Say it pulls down to there. All right, would be up at 17 cents. And if we put a Fibonacci on here, I want to see if something matches up here. If you tie things in together and they start, all right, that would only give us a 50% retracement. All right, we'd be looking up here for 618 at 21 cents, but there's the price targets for this. Just to get to the 618 is 21 cents, to the 702 is 22 cents. So we'll see what happens, but Algorand is set up for a move. I mean, this thing is broken out of resistance. You got the monthly RSI at the bottom. It hasn't been there. It's been riding along that bottom here for a while, though. Down here, had a little bump here, but it has turned up. It's at a 609 and a 34. It's bullish. All right, now we'll see if some volume comes in to back it up. All right, guys, thank you very much. Keep your eye on Algorand. Could be one of the ones that surprise you. Have a great day, everybody.